AITA for not waking my husband up for his 5 a.m. walk? So for the past month, my 36 husband, 39, has waking up at 5 every night to have a walk. These walks would take about 2 hours. Side note to mention that this new. He's not trying to lose weight. Pretty thin. He's not athletic by nature nor has sports interests or hobbies. In fact, he hated doing any type of sport. I'm happy for him since it's an overall positive thing. But yesterday, he came home in the evening after working for long hours, then stayed up late playing with his phone. I went to bed at 10 after getting done with the mess and everything. I woke up by him yelling at me at 7 a.m. asking me why I didn't wake him up for his 5 a.m. walk. He said he missed it and I'm responsible for that. I was so confused. I said that first of all, he always wakes up by setting his alarm. Why should I be expected to wake him up this time? He yelled that he forgot to set his alarm. I said, so what? It's no big deal. It's not like he missed an important meeting or something, but he got more angry and said that those walks help improve his health and restore his energy and help him feel better. I made a comment about how missing one walk won't hurt, but he unloaded on yelling about how I was trying to prevent him for doing his hobby for some unknown reason. I told him he was sorely mistaken, even though I admit that those daily 5 a.m. walks around the Veterans Park are weird, but also his reaction? I really thought it was over the top. He stormed off and went to shower saying I ruined his entire day. When he got out, he started avoiding and ignoring me. Even when I talked to him directly, he went to work and refused to respond to my calls. Really? I'm at a loss, like maybe it was something I said about his walks. But I really don't know. He's sulking non-stop as of now and I'm literally about to lose my mind. AITA? NTA. There's something else going on here. We're gonna need an update after you find out what he's really doing at 5 a.m. NTA. My former Phil started taking an evening walk out of nowhere, for his health. Turns out he was going to bang a woman in her car. Hopefully that's not what your husband is doing. But if it is, it's not your responsibility to make sure it happens. He's not just walking. He's doing something else. You now need to turn detective and find out what. NTA. My gut feeling says he's up to something. I think the reason he is so upset is because he missed a planned rendezvous with someone he can't easily text or call. Follow him next time. Hopefully I am wrong. NTA, and I'm not convinced he's just going for a walk. Whilst I wouldn't have initially found the daily walks odd, his reaction definitely is. Wake him up at 5 a.m. every day for the next week and go walking with him to make up for not waking him up today. Bet he comes up with an excuse why you can't join him. NTA. In addition to what everyone else is saying, I'm noticing he stayed up playing on his phone while you were up till 10 dealing with the mess and everything. Does your husband contribute to the household at all? Is there always an unfair expectation of labor division that negatively affects you? There's just a lot of red flags in this post. NTA. I am with everyone else so far. This isn't a 2-hour walk. He is either doing drugs or meeting someone for sex. No one who is super tired and forgot to set an alarm would be that mad about missing a walk. Unless something is happening on that walk. NTA. This is all very suspicious and none of it has to do with going for walks. You know, we're all thinking the same thing. What the hell is he doing? You better find that out and protect yourself from whatever it is he's planning. Please don't ignore this and don't hide in denial. Something is going on. NTA, and his reaction is very weird. You have never previously been responsible for his walk wake-up call. You were not asked this time to wake him up. And you were also asleep at the time he was meant to walk. This is not even your fault through unreasonable logic. Is it possible he is doing something shady on his walks, or b. has had a health scare you don't know about? Perhaps I'm crazy, but tomorrow I'd wake up at 5 a.m. as well, just to see where exactly he goes on those morning walks. But again, perhaps I'm crazy. ETA. Personally, I don't think it's cheating, as it doesn't explain the desperation and anger. The stakes seem to be higher, where missing his walk has unpleasant consequences. Of course, it's possible he's very neurotic about his new routine and you caught him at a bad moment. But his response is suspicious enough to dig a little deeper. Also forgot the judgment. NTA. Obviously you're NTA. You were sleeping. How were you supposed to wake him? It wasn't your responsibility at all to wake him up, but his reaction is certainly alarming. Why would he be having such a strong reaction to missing one morning of his walk? NTA. Might be drugs. Maybe he is meeting his dealer every morning and then he has some time to consume. Especially as he is avoiding you and yelling, he might have withdrawal symptoms. I would check what he is doing. Maybe you can check where his phone is at that time or just follow him. NTA. This is hella suspicious. Okay everyone, what are we saying? Affair, drugs, booze, gambling, or something else? Given the time of day, I'm betting he's buying drugs. NTA. He always set his alarm. He had no reason to believe you'd even be awake at 5 a.m. to wake him up. And he didn't ever ask you to wake him up. And yet he's mad at you because he didn't wake up? That is a very strange reaction. Is there any way to convince him to see a doctor? NTA. Your role in life is not to be a human alarm. But he's definitely not walking alone at 5 a.m. You gotta investigate. Tag along really far back. Prepare yourself, it could be anything. An affair, drugs. Come back and let us know. I'd be setting my alarm too and following him on these walks. NTA. Who is he meeting up with during those walks?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.